ugly sometimes. That's it. Why are you trying to squeeze? You're going. Anyways, we got COVID. Not a good thing, but okay.
Anyway, so today is April 2nd, 2021, and we got COVID in like early Feb. So it's been a couple months, and yeah, we exercised the right precautions and all. Like, we wore a mask. There are no face shields required here in the States. Sorry, there's a car driving by. But yeah, there are some people who would walk around with just the face shield, and it's kind of stupid because it's like air just yeah, and they're just like, I'm so cool, I have a face shield, but it does nothing.
We only went out for necessities like groceries.
Oh God, he's back.
Why is he here? D, I told you, watch Pokemon. Social distanced.
Yeah, we always do that anyways. I don't like people like around.
Yeah. My bubble.
I
Like a Beyblade.
I Beybladed through the Target halls.
Yeah, so we only went to like Costco for necessities like groceries.
Yeah, and that was only like once a week.
Yeah.
And we didn't like take our time or anything.
We had a complete list of what we needed, and we got them, and then we
we already know where everything is.
Yeah, we got them, bought them, and then left.
Yeah, we skirted. I only told like 2-3 of my friends, and yeah, because like I was feeling like really sick, and it lasted for like 2 to 3 days, and I didn't want to like worry or anything because I was like, oh, what if it's just a cold, or what if it's just the flu and I'm just being paranoid or whatever, and I didn't want to be like, guys, I have COVID, you know. So yeah. Oh yeah, just to clarify, we did not get tested. My dad did because he's the one who had the worst symptoms, but we had very similar symptoms.
Just
like
on
his,
a lesser note.
Yeah, like his was more progressed. It started when what was it? We were all having like a family dinner, right? And I was the one who was like prepping, and I was prepping like lunch, and when I was prepping dinner and stuff, like the food, I could not like stand the smell of food. Like, I just had a migraine and I felt really, really nauseous. And by the time like we were all like gathered together at the table and stuff, I remember like I had like a really bad like stomach ache. I don't know how long. It was a while. My mom got mad at me because she thought I was trying to skip out on dinner. Yeah, and then I just went to take a nap, and I just like curled up into a fetal position, and I was like, I woke up like at maybe 1 or 2 a.m. and I was still really, really nauseous, and I still had a really bad migraine, and yeah, I just went back to bed. When I woke up the next morning, I was a bit feverish. I never reached like a fever like temperature. Like, I never reached the temperature to qualify to say like, oh,
to qualify as a fever.
As a fever, yeah. But I was feverish. Yeah, like
that's the real ish.
I had chills. It was like hot and cold flashes. I kind of just described it as like a weight on my chest, because I spent most of my time just in bed, just resting and stuff, and it felt like something was someone was like pushing against my chest, and it's like my breathing was really, really tight and stuff. Like, the air felt really, really cold and thin, and I remember like it hurting. I think it was on the 2nd or 3rd day of like me being symptomatic, where like, you know where you do like a cartwheel underwater and the nose...
A cartwheel? You mean a flip?
Oh, flip. Like when you go underwater and water gets in your nose and stuff, and it hurts like in the back of your like it just... I don't want to use medical terms.
It's back there.
But like, so here's your nose, and then here's your mouth, and then it goes down to your esophagus. Yeah, your throat and stuff. It hits here or something like that. Yeah, you know that feeling anyways. So yeah, it felt like that, except like it was like cold and thin, like pressurized air, and it was just shooting. Like when I took a breath, it felt as if we were like going straight through and hitting that. Like it hurt, and I would like have to hold my nose like this, because it would like hurt. Like yeah, it hurt to breathe through my nose. Also, speaking of noses, guess who lost her sense of smell? It sucks. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing. What do you want me to do? You want me to...
For those of you who know me like personally and stuff, you would know that this is so weird to say. I sniff my food. like I don't like you know, like when you could. Anyway, what I'm saying is that
she really likes her sense of smell.
I really love my sense of smell, and I lost it. Okay, like my sister baked cookies and scones. Like she's a baker, right? Wow. So freaking baker. Oh no. Okay, but like, so she would bake like a lot, and like you would know that she's baking because hello, have you like baked anything before? Like you know.
You don't just say that.
No,
hello,
I mean,
like have you ever baked? You should know.
Okay, you know that fresh cookie smell? That okay, I couldn't freaking smell that. Like,
yeah, I was across the room, so I was baking in the kitchen, and I was across the room, and she was standing in the kitchen, and I was like, that smells really good, and she was like, huh? What smells good? Like, the cookies. She's like, I can't smell them.
Yeah, and then I like immediately went to the oven, and I opened it, and you know how it's
and it like
hot
wafts
air.
out.
And I was just like, all I could feel, like I could only feel the warmth. That's it. There's no smell, no nothing. And yeah, let's just say that lasted for a few weeks after the fever and the migraines and the nausea stopped, and the breathing
stopped.
Stopped. So yeah, that's that. And as for my taste, I could taste like, but it would have to be like really strong. Yeah, okay.
My symptoms. Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's a Jesus hand. One day. Move. You know what? It's my turn. I'm the center of attention. So, there was one day where I woke up and I don't take naps a lot. Like, I do not like taking naps, but I felt like really tired that day, and I just like decided, hey, I'm really tired. I'm gonna take a nap. So I took a nap and I kept waking up. And whenever I take a nap and wake up, I'm always like, oh, that was refreshing. I can do stuff today. But then, whenever I woke up, I'd be like, I'm still tired. I'm gonna go back to sleep. And that went on for 6 hours. So I took a 6-hour nap. And then once it was 8 o'clock at night, I still had 8 hours of sleep. Which never happens because I'm, like, if I take a nap, I die. So for one day, I couldn't taste. Like, it wasn't very bad.
Didn't tell us.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I thought it was just like me overreacting. Because when D said he couldn't taste, Mom was just like, no, you're just lying. And then I drank milk and I was like, I can definitely taste it.
It's a really weird feeling.
It's just like there.
You can feel like the liquid in your mouth, but you can't like taste it. Like,
yeah,
you can tell it's cold.
You can tell what it is. Like, it had that it had the
like
feel
film.
of milk, but it didn't taste like anything. Yeah. And then my dad was making like curry or something, and so he was cutting up onions, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I can't taste this onion, I don't know what's wrong with me. So I took one and I felt the like acidity of it, like the
like the sizzle, like if you eat something
sharp
spicy,
thingy.
yeah.
But I couldn't taste the onion. Like, it had the feel of an onion, but it didn't taste like an onion. And then we had curry and I could kind of taste it. But that's it. Mine wasn't like that bad, other than like the nap and everything.
Yours only lasted for like a day, right? Like
yeah,
2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
It was really easy. And I was just like, oh, I'm so healthy.
Yeah. Oh, and it's kind of cute. Because it's cold, man. So, my mom had a fever. It was more of like on and off and stuff. And she had chills and she had really, really bad migraines. And she gets like migraines a lot, so we were just like, okay, let's just not, let's not jump to conclusions or anything. But yeah, really bad migraines. I think she was nauseous as well. She also had a slight cough. As for my dad, those were like the longest and the worst symptoms. So he had fever. It wasn't like that bad of a fever, but it was pretty bad. He had a phlegmy cough. He had chills. He was like really, really, really fatigued. Hello. Ooh. Thanks.
Never locked the door. It's not sweet.
Was he nauseous? No.
I don't know. He stayed in the room the whole time.
Yeah, he stayed in the room.
Yeah, like that was like we were like made sure he quarantined and
He got tested. And stayed home for like 2 weeks. Which was nice. We got more time with him, even though we were like, Dad, do you want dinner? Like,
and we like left it by his room.
Oh, yeah.
Like offer.
Like a
And
little
then it's
jail
gone. And then we're like, oh, he took it.
It's like a leprechaun. The phlegm was really bad. Or, well, like the cough and stuff. It could be like one of those really coarse coughs. And we're like, ew, are you okay? And, yeah. But throughout the entire thing, I don't think we were like that worried about it.
It wasn't like severe where we like
We're like, where we had to go to the hospital.
yeah.
But my aunt, my dad's sister, she had it as well. And this was like, I think early January. It wasn't recent to when we got it. So we didn't get it from her. Yeah, she went to the ER and they just said, okay, just stay at home and rest. Which was, kind of weird because it's like, isn't this COVID though? And yeah, it was. But yeah, the doctors said the same thing to my dad when he got tested and got medicines and stuff. And the medicine that they gave him was just vitamin B, C, D, and zinc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we weren't that scared. Like, there were, for me personally, I had like a couple waves of like, what if I get sicker? Or what if mom gets sicker? What if dad gets sicker? What if grandma gets sicker? And I think,
Especially grandma.
yeah, especially grandma, because like, she is, what's it called? She's always been like a constant in like all of our lives.
So like seeing her not being able to like do a lot of normal tasks, like
She was feeling sick already, like before she got the vaccine. Just standing up for like a few minutes, or like walking to the bathroom would leave her like exhausted and breathless, and it like broke my heart because I'm like, I can't imagine a world without her.
when she quarantined herself and we called her every day, she would always pick up and she'd be like, why'd you call me? I'm trying to sleep. Literally, like, we'd pick her up every 2 hours, like, call her every 2 hours, and she'd be like, I'm sleeping for a whole, like, 2 weeks.
She's better now,
Mm-hmm.
but she's still like walking and stuff. It just makes her tired and breathless still. As for my brother, the goblin you saw over here, he didn't have anything.
He was fine.
He's fine. He's like not even that healthy compared to us, but he's fine.
Yeah, he's just really, really ugly.
You're so mean.
What? He is though.
We're okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
You'll probably see this after Easter, but I hope you guys had a happy Holy Week. Jesus loves you. I love you too. Ah! I'm watching you.